Good morning, my glorious babes and babettes. I am your resident active advocate, and I am off work today. Woohoo! Victory guns. So, today's topic will be ending off the four models that I wanted to discuss as a preliminary to this series. And today we will be talking about the disadvantages to the continuum model, which I introduced yesterday. So, as previously stated, the continuum model puts all people on a continuum of disability. Regardless of whether you were born with a diagnosable disability, this model states that everyone has a disability to some extent, whether it is diagnosable or whether it is learned, like such things as racism, homophobia, misogyny, all the really bad isms that tend to plague our various societies. Well, this looks like a very good thing from the outside, and it is a good enough thing. The problem that it creates is that it can have the potential to minimize the importance of recognizing diagnosable disabilities and getting help for those. So, while this is a model which fits nicely into the social model, which states that people with disabilities deserve rights and that disability tends to be imposed upon us from the outside rather than by our own bodies or minds, despite the fact that it does fit nicely into that model, it can also detract from the importance of the medical model, the benefits of which are to help ease the problems that can be caused by physical, mental, emotional, and social disabilities that can be given a direct diagnosis. So, in doing this, though, the continuum model puts less of an importance on the body and more of an importance on society. And while that's not an issue, as with the social model's disadvantages, I still say that it's very important to have your issues addressed, especially when they're detracting from your quality of life, which they really can do because there are some illnesses, some things with which you can be born that can cause problems for not only your health, but your long-term life expectancy, maybe even your fertility, depending on what's going on with your body. These things that can get in the way of having what one might consider a fulfilling life. I do believe that everyone is capable of having a fulfilling life, of course, because everyone is capable of socializing with other human beings and of loving other human beings, and love is the pinnacle of human experience. I'm not talking about romantic love. I'm talking about love as a general principle, love for humankind. And every single one of us is capable of that. We may have to learn it, because I do believe that we are born as blank slates. We have to learn it, but everyone's good for it. And the continuum model doesn't deny that fact, because it states that while everyone has the potential for disability, learned or otherwise, the inverse of that principle is that everyone has the potential to get over their learned disabilities, like the aforementioned racism, misogyny, homophobia, etc. While this is definitely an inspiring teaching, it can also be inferred that it might be saying that people can get over their inborn disabilities, the things that we are actually born with, or the things that occur within our bodies and minds due to illness or due to accident, and that is not advantageous at all. You can't just say to a person with depression or a person with, say, schizophrenia or dyslexia or any non-visible disability, you can't say to these people, just get over it, because it honestly doesn't work that way. In the realm of mental health, I am only a well-meaning idiot. So while I will touch on that topic, I ask very kindly for your help in understanding that topic more broadly. Because while I do have friends with mental illness, and even some relatives with mental illness. I've never really suffered it to a great extent myself. So when it comes time for that topic, please give me as much instruction as humanly possible, because I don't want to misrepresent anything or anyone. And the issue with the continuum model is that it can misrepresent some people's disabilities as just another step along the continuum, just another thing that makes you different from everyone else. Well, the problem with that view is I have brown hair. Some people have blonde hair. Some people have black hair. Some people have red hair. You know, some people dye their hair, whatever. This is a difference from everyone else. It doesn't make me better from anyone else. It doesn't make me worse from anyone else. And while I don't believe that disability makes you better or worse than anyone else, I do believe that because of the way our society is set up, it can cause problems. I advocate for a shift in society, in a shift in understanding, so that people who do have diagnosable disabilities can be more properly understood, therefore more properly accepted. I want to put an end to the phobias that surround disability because of this lack of understanding. And that will be tomorrow's topic, the phobia of disability. Look forward to that because it's going to be an exciting one. I personally find this realm of study very interesting, and the reasons why we're afraid of disability and how that occurred within us along our evolutionary line. So, thank you for your attentiveness, and I will see you all, not tomorrow, but on Monday, because I take weekends off. Ciao, Bella! Mwah!